This is the story of the Cowtail Switch. And for those who may not know, a Cowtail Switch, a switch is usually a cutting from a tree with its leaves still on it. But in the case of the Cowtail Switch, the leaves are removed and the cow's tail is attached to the stick and then adorned very, very nicely. The Cowtail Switch. You see, in a Kijiji, that means village in Swahili, there was a village of people that every morning the women got up and they tended to the animals and the gardens. Now, don't come after me, I'm just telling you what they did. And the men got up every morning and they went hunting. And the fiercest hunter of them all was Amagogo. And Amagogo was so fierce that when he went hunting and an animal realized it was Amagogo who was hunting him, they just dropped dead. For they knew there was no getting away from Amagogo. Well, one day Amagogo went hunting and he did not return to the Kijiji, to the village. Now Amagogo had sons, and his youngest son, Pelu, stood up one day and said, "Where is my father?" People said, "What? Where is my father?" And the other sons looked at each other and realized that they had not seen their father for 2 weeks. No, that's not right. It was a week and 7 days. No, that's still not right. It was 14 days. Yeah, that was it, 14 days. And they realized that father had not come back to the Kijiji, the village. And so the tracker of them said, "I will find father, for I can find the slightest of trails." And he went hunting and looking for their father, but the trail ran out. Another son said, "I know father's scent. I can sniff out where he is," but the scent soon faded. Another son said, "I have sight beyond sight, and I can see, oh no, I see our father. I see what's left of him. It's a scattering of bones in a clearing not far from here." And so the sons quickly made their way to what was left of Amagogo. And one son said, "I will assemble all of his bones into a complete skeleton." And he very meticulously found every little chip, every little bone, and he made a complete skeleton. Another son said, "I will put sinew and muscles on the bones," and he did. Another son said, "I will wrap the sinew and muscles and skeleton in skin," and that he did. Another son said, "I will breathe blood into the body," and that he did. Another son said, "I can only do this once, but I will breathe the breath of life back into father's body," and that's what he did. Amagogo suddenly sat up, looked around, startled, and said, why are you looking down at me? Why, where are my clothes? Where am I?" And the sons explained that he had been missing for 14 days. No, I got it wrong again. He had been missing for a week and 7 days. Well, he said, "Well, I am back now. We must go and have a celebration." And so Amagogo, he went hunting for a gazelle. He looked at the gazelle looked at him, and it dropped dead. When they got back to the village, there was a great fuss about the return of Amagogo. And they had food, they had drink, they had drumming, they had dancing. They celebrated until the wee hours in the morning. The next day, while the women went out to tend to the animals and the gardens, and the other men went out hunting, Amagogo walked through one of the fields until he found a cow's tail, and he attached the cow's tail to a switch. And Amagogo, now some people say that the switch was used to ward off flies. Some people say the switch was used to admonish errant children. But Amagogo used the switch for whenever he had to speak, he would touch his shoulders and then speak. And it soon became a symbol of authority. And people wanted this Cowtail Switch, for never had they seen such a wonder. And they offered him money, they offered him sheep, they offered him cows. In fact, someone offered him some more wives. But Amagogo's wife said no to that. Well, Amagogo said, "No, it is not for sale. When I join the ancestors, the Cowtail Switch will go to one of my sons." And the sons began to argue. "Well, it should go to me because I found father's body. No, it should go to me because I assembled his skeleton. No, it should go to me because I put sinew and muscles back on his body. No, it should go to me because I covered his body in skin. No, it should go to me because I breathed the breath of life back into father." And Amagogo said, "No. When I die, the Cowtail Switch will go to Pelu." "Pelu? But he didn't do anything. He didn't even come with us to find you." "Perhaps, but you did not look for me until Pelu stood up one day and said, 'Where is my father?' For Pelu remembered me. And so the Cowtail Switch will go to Pelu when I join the ancestors. And when Amagogo joined the ancestors, The Cowtail Switch went to Pelu. For you see, in this story, we learn something very important. For as long as we tell stories about those who have come before us, as long as we tell stories about our culture and heritage, as long as we tell stories about the stories that have been told, a person, a thing can never truly die. They live on in the stories, and they live on in our hearts, they live on in our minds, and they live on in our souls. This is the tale of the Cowtail Switch.